What's up, everybody? If you just watched One Piece, episode 1128, then you just saw Bluegrass. So,
Hmm.
this week on our Who Are the Admirals series, we're talking about Vice Admiral Bluegrass, her abilities, her potential, her importance to the military. All that and more. If you like that kind of content, watch our other playlists. We got a bunch of them. As
Yep.
always, that's Kev. I'm Corey. This is the Grand Line Gazette, where we talk about One Piece damn near every damn day. As always, Kev, help get us started with the.
Yeah. So Bluegrass is one of the vice admirals that we saw in the newest episode try to invade Egghead. One of nine, but her power stood out because it was at a time where the pacifistas were on our side, and one pacifista still stood against us. So she has the Nori Nori no Mi, the ride fruit. So she is a ride human. So she can ride other creatures, I guess. Robots is the only thing that we've really seen her ride so far. So we're really unsure if there's limitations to that power. But she's a short-haired woman, well over her 70s, and she has a very close relationship to Suru. Actually, that is very interesting. Suru
Suru
considers Bluegrass an older sister. Suru's the Marine
from
admiral.
the Garp Trinity.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
That's very interesting because I was going to relate her to somebody else. Um, Kujaku with the whip
Ooh,
fruit. She commands. She
ooh,
commands.
I do like that.
Suru with her bind fruit commands. Something tells me there's like a linear, like, there's something there with these three women. Now, I don't think they're related, but I think,
Sure.
hey, like, you're my elder. This one's my, like, she's your elder. You're my
Yeah.
elder. Like, we all got like a similar thing going on. So I do like that type of, I guess, military character in this. Like, just like the lady who you got to listen to. It's cool.
Yeah, I don't mind her in the manga. She had a very short-lived
Shelf life.
time. Yeah, in our face. But in the anime, they really made all the vice admirals have their little time in the sun to shine. So I actually really do like her quite a bit. Now, I do think that her power may have some heavy restrictions because, again, let's think about what she's controlling is a mindless pacifista. If she has any type of push, like a conscience push, like can she ride Luffy as strong-willed as he is? I highly doubt it. So
Somebody like
things
Luffy,
like
maybe
that.
not. Somebody like
Yeah.
Wapple, I wonder.
Yeah.
But
Agreed.
this is
Agreed.
also why I brought up Kujaku.
Mhm.
Kujaku can command buildings to move.
Ooh,
Could
okay.
she, Bluegrass, jump on top of a building, sprout her little handle, and be like, all right, go over there, and the building has to move? Like, is this a SpongeBob on a rock situation kind of thing? Like, where it's like even inanimate objects are under your domain? Um, or is it like just like vehicles and man-made objects? Like, where's the limit to this one? So in the comments below, you guys let us know where you think her ability stops, what you would like to see her ability used on.
I mean, are we saying that she can control a battleship by herself just by standing on the dock?
Ooh,
Can
that
she
is that
control?
is
Yeah. Like just imagine you're just a solo, you know, sailor, and you're just holding on to the side of it and you're just controlling it. Or can you control something as big as Zunisha? Because I had a theory that we saw somebody in the mural riding Zunisha while it's trying to climb the tree. And depending on how strong the devil fruit user is that something you guys think is capable that this devil fruit could do? I am not sure, but I think it begs the question to ask.
controlling people outside their will is not a new concept either. That is Doflamingo's whole thing.
Agreed.
So if somebody had Conqueror's hockey and mix it with this ability, like, why could you not take over something as big as Zunisha. Now, I am separating the animal and human because there is a middle level called mink or whatever it is, the mink tribe.
Yes.
So I do think the animal would be a little bit easier to take over, but Zunisha is a conscious entity. Like, it makes full sentences, it does things, but it would be very, very... It would be an easy transition, the thought process from, oh, Zunisha's been apologizing this whole time from betraying Joy Boy to, no, I wasn't even in control of myself. Like, that person was controlling me with their devil fruit.
And I'm glad you brought up Dofi, because that's the king that was made to kill everyone. He feels exactly how Zunisha feels, and it was not his fault either. So I think that we've kind of laid the groundwork for parallels here for that to have happened. But just imagine, instead of the Gomu Gomu no Mi, you give Luffy this ride fruit. Give his like power, like his will over with Conqueror's Haki and such. I think you can control Zunisha. I think you, because I put Zunisha and like sea beasts. Yeah. Ooh, I like that.
Imagine like just...
sea beasts on the same level. So I think they have like mindsets. So I think this power could be on like
some Shirahoshi shit.
Shirahoshi. Exactly.
Damn, that's a bar right there.
You guys tell us
that's a
down
bar
in the comments. I want to hear you guys, what you guys think. I don't know if Bluegrass will be the one to use it,
but her time is nigh. One way or another.
Over 76 years old was a hell of a run. Look, we just need to reuse your fruit. We got some sword members who need a devil fruit. So
very, very interesting. Hey. She looks like and I'm thinking these vice admirals. So let me set the scene for these vice admirals, right? The parallels. Mm-hmm. So first we get the Revolutionary Army invading Marijwa. We get the heads of the North, East, South, and West, which are pretty much their admiral, vice admiral level. It's like one entity. You know what I mean? They all have assistants, but I'm assuming like the ones in charge are admiral, vice admiral level discrepancies. We see Hindenburg. We see Karasu. We see all the strange people, and they're all like doing their things against like higher up like guards and forces, making them look like easy work. This is a safe space for the military that got invaded by civilians, pretty much. Right here, we have a safe space for the pirates that gets invaded by the military. And then you get these strange, quirky characters who are all vice admirals showing up. And this girl is like Hindenburg. When Hindenburg showed up on his jetpack and everything with his goggles and stuff like that, this is like the Hindenburg of the vice admirals.
She looks a lot like Hindenburg, actually.
Bam.
I like that a lot.
I know. It took me a minute to get there, but I got there.
I like that a lot.
Yeah, I feel like with her, like... There are a lot of family connections that Oda will never let us know about because it just doesn't fit into the story. He'd even write like Zoro's family into the story, but like there could 100% be like military members that are family members with like these Revolutionary Army members that we just don't get the connection with. Like, damn, like Queen could be Frankie's dad. Like, not everybody has time for that like written out connection. You know what I mean? But
yeah. No, and I'm right there with you. Look, Oda's told us before, we're not going to get every story or every answer to every question we've ever had. That's not possible, because that's how much he's made us all love One Piece. We want to know everything. He's given us, what characters would have what job if they weren't in the One Piece universe, things like that. So we may never know, but I mean, I have the side-by-side of the Lindbergh and Bluegrass, and we'll talk about it off screen, but goodness, did we hit gold here at the end.
I've been waiting to bring that up the whole time.
I see it, and now I cannot unsee it. And maybe we'll throw up the pictures.
In the final war, I am very much under the impression that the commanders of the North, East, South, and West are going to be fighting the Vice Admirals. Sabo is going to be fighting a Admiral.
Mm-hmm.
And then we will see somebody, I'm not sure who, but probably Dragon, fight the Fleet Admiral. Corey Cookin.
It's a toss-up for me because I can make a story behind Sabo or Dragon both facing a Kainu, right? And then leaving Dragon to face Emu in a way or something like that. But I would like Sabo to beat a Kainu's ass just for, Ace.
Hey, G's up.
And
all right. But you guys let us know how you all feel about Bluegrass, how y'all feel about the Vice Admirals, how you feel about her abilities, and let us know what character you would give her ability to and how they would use it differently. I think that's a good fun exercise you guys could do in the comments below. If you guys do, and we like the idea, we're going to put it on the screen and read it for our next Vice Admiral video. How about that? All right.
Yeah.
Let's catch y'all later.